In the second video of the full stack banking application demo, I'll go over the database and the server-side API. Our database uses Firebase Firestore and is composed of schemaless collections very much like MongoDB. The app depends on 4 data collections: user credentials, which stores a user's email and password. The primary key is called user credentials ID. User accounts, which stores a user's profile info. The primary key is called user account ID. Here we also store the user credentials ID. Every user account is linked to one user credential. The banking accounts collection stores the user's bank accounts. The primary key here is called banking account ID. Here we also store the user account ID. Every user account can have multiple banking accounts. The banking transactions collection stores the user's bank transactions. The primary key is called banking transaction ID. Here we also store the banking account ID. Every banking account can have multiple banking transactions. This diagram ties the full stack together and captures all the important modules of the banking application. Our architecture is organized in 3 tiers: application, server, and database. Our application tier is organized using React components. Each React component uses the browser's Fetch API to send HTTP requests to the server-side endpoints and receive responses. Our Express server is organized in API endpoints or routes, the data access layer functions, and the database client APIs. Let's pick one route and follow it from beginning to end. After login, the user is routed to the home page, which is the account component. The component has a useEffect hook to retrieve the data only on the first render. The fetch function uses the browser's Fetch API to make a GET request to the banking account's endpoint. The endpoint's GET route calls the getAll method of the banking account's data access layer. In turn, the getAll method calls the database client's GET method for the banking accounts collection. The GET method queries the banking account collection. You can see here how the collection is organized. The database client's GET method returns a query snapshot, which we turn into a document array. And finally, we iterate through each account into the document array and call a function to calculate accounts balance. This concludes the architecture portion of the demo. Thank you.